Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I just want to give you guys little tips about how I cut my hair by myself and not have to go to the salon for, I would say, almost 7 years. I haven't been to a salon. The one time that I went to the salon, which this was back in 2021, was because I was going to see my father-in-law. I was going to see the parents of my wife. And I was kind of like not really believing in my haircut. Not like I wasn't believing, let me retrace that. I feel like the type of haircut I was going to give to myself would not be as professional enough as what I would get in the salon. So I had to go to the salon for the first time ever in the past 7 years. But before and today, I cut my hair myself, and I just want to take you guys through the process of how I do that. So I have myself my oil clipper. I also have myself another second mirror, which I usually put under my back. So if you have a full mirror in front of you, all you just need is one other mirror behind you to see from the back what exactly is you're cutting from your front mirror. So that way it's easy for you to make liners at the back and cut as much as you want. And your clipper as well, to which you can use to simplify you cutting your hair, like all these release levels are definitely gonna be very helpful at cutting your hair yourself. So if you have a clipper at home and you want to do this yourself too, you see how full my hair is. So I'm just going to use for an example. Number 5 and number 4 with me. So the first things first you want to do is try to use either of the number that you feel might align with the current hair you have to kind of try to comb your hair and see if it goes all the way in to comb your hair. The way this is right now, this is number 4. I know if I'm gonna use this to cut my hair, it's gonna actually do a little bit of a trim to it. But if I use my number 5, I can see that I'm not getting too much of a difference from it. So it's just gonna like do a little bit on the top. So that way, if I have my clipper here, I'm just gonna have to start with 5 to just start like trimming up top before I start going down the release level to see how much it is. And if you're somebody who likes to fade the side of your hair, you want to start with number 2. Let's say for instance you have like an afro both left and right, you want to start with like a level 2 if you want to fade. So start with a level 2, just start blending it gradually, and when it gets to the level you want it to be, you can either use level 1 to make it as low as this, or you could probably just use the clipper itself. So the release levels, when you put it up top, that means you're trying to use the sharp blade, which is usually for lining of your hair. But if you want it to be a little bit reduced, then you just pull it back so you have like not too much of the sharpness from it. So when you use that to fade on the side, you still get a lot from it, but it's not gonna be as like you're trying to scrape and have this codo type of hair. So I'm just gonna take you guys through it. And a couple of things that I use majority of the time. I bought this clipper oil. I believe it was maybe $10 I bought it from an African store. I can't remember, but I've been using it for like, as far as I can remember, I would say like 5-6 years, and it's just more like I've not even started using it yet. And the last things you want to have is, I believe this comes with a clipper. You just want to have this on the side, just to make sure that you're not getting stains or dirty after. If you know like you're going out afterwards, but if you know like you're gonna take a shower after, you really don't mind. You might use this, you might not. Just we'll do a whole lot of sweeping afterwards. So let's get it started. 2 things I want to pull aside for myself. I want to have the number 2 handy, number 1 handy, so that way it's easier for me to just able to navigate through whatever it is I'm going to be doing going forward. So the rest is just going to pull aside because I might not be needing them, but because I know the level of my hair and I know how I'm gonna do, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna have to use level 5 just to do a little trim on my hair. So I'm just gonna put that aside as well. So I have level 5 and I'm gonna use level 4 as well, so you guys have clear understanding of what I'm doing. So when you start your clipper, if your clipper is perfectly oiled, you would not hear any other sound except from this. But if you have issues with your clipper and it's like give you all this kind of like Niger Lagos clipper vibes, if you're conversant with clippers, you just have to like make sure it's tightened enough. And aside from that, the more you continue to oil your blades and maintain it, the more it would last for you and you wouldn't get any weird sound out of it. That's pretty much what I think for how much I've been using this, because this clipper has been with me for the past 5 years and I haven't had a reason to do anything else or even like switch or change it. And I hope I don't have to change it because it's still serving the purpose. They're number 5. So as you guys can see it, that's number 5 from the release. So before you put it in, make sure that the clipper is switched off, and when you clip it, you hear the sound. That's the sound that gets right and well clipped. So what you just have to do is switch it on. This is the sound. If you had heard this before in the first place to switch it on, something is definitely wrong with your clipper. But based off the fact that I had to clip this on it, I guess is making the blade a little bit uncomfortable, or due to the fact that I haven't really used this in a while, it's still kind of giving that new vibe. So when the blade is closer to it, I get the sound, but when you pull off the blade off of it, then you wouldn't get that sound. So I'm just gonna go through this really quick and then let's get it started. Alright guys, as you can see, I have been able to kind of trim my hair a little bit without having to use the clipper. Well, with the help of the release step, I've been able to kind of trim my afro a little bit. And just with the help of the clipper and my number 1, I have been able to fade the side of my hair on both ends and as well as the back as well, so with the help of the mirror to see behind my head. So right now that I have everything all cleaned up, as you can see, I'm just gonna do a turn around for you guys to see what I'm doing right now. So I'm all good on the side of my hair. So what I'm gonna probably have to do now is to line up my beards a little bit and trim it down as well, to the same way I was able to trim my hair. But for the beard, it's a little bit tricky. So number 1, you need to understand the shape of your hair alongside with the shape of your beard. So if you're planning to keep your beards the way it is full, or if you want to trim it down, then you might have to use one of these release steps to trim your beards down a little bit. Because if I use this all the way down, I'm just gonna have like a little bit of beards on the first level. Like it's not gonna be all bearded the way it is right now. It's gonna go all the way down. But my wife loves it the way it is right now, so I'm definitely gonna cut it out. We're gonna have some really serious discussion tonight. So I'm just gonna like trim it a little bit, just not to make it all shabby, make it really nice and sweet. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna have to do. And for the below part, you do not need any level step. All you just need is reduce the level down. If you're somebody like your skin is very sensitive, you definitely want to reduce the level a little bit down. But if you know you have a tough skin just like mine, you definitely don't have to do anything. So all you have to do all I'm gonna do right now is just level up, and I'm gonna show you guys the journey a little bit here. Just stay tuned. Alright guys, thank you for staying tuned in it, and I just wanted to show you guys what the end result looks like, because I've been going through this. And one thing I must tell you, if it's gonna be your first time trying it out, so like call you by yourself, you're for sure gonna make some couple of mistakes here and there. Just be sure that somebody who knows how to help you out or blend your hair in is nearby, or you probably just want to go to a salon and perfect it. And gradually with time, you will get your hand steady and know exactly where it is, know the shape of your hair and how to cut it. My first time was not the best, I'm not gonna lie. I had to resort into bapping Scoto myself and take it to the barber to just perfect it, because I was kind of like cutting everything, like one side was level, one side wasn't, and I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna take this out. So I had to take it to the salon back in 2006 just to make sure that everything was all perfect. And then I kept on doing it over and over. The way I'm right now, I'm definitely good to go, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of spice here and there just to be sure that everything is all good. But right now, I am all perfect. So I'm just gonna do a turnaround. So you guys see the back, I've done the shapings on both sides already and the straight one. And same thing for my forehead and the size of my beards. Everything is all good to go, and I did a little bit of a brush on my beard just to make sure that it's not all brushy, but looking, you know. So I'm all good right now. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Share your first experience with me in the comment section. I definitely want to hear what you went through, how it was, if it was easy, if it was difficult, or if you want to get to do it for the first time, tips and tricks that you were able to do in the comment section for those who are willing to try this out. I have not spent more than $50 in the salon since 2006, since I migrated into this country, and before then I've been trying this out, so you know what that is. And I don't think I'm ever gonna have to go to the salon unless if it's like a very, very important occasion that I feel like I just want to be treated nice, you know. I just want to sit, relax, and sip some wine, and somebody just like and just there, just relaxing, you know. But right now I feel relaxed and everything is all good. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for staying tuned. And if you are a new subscriber, thank you for tuning in. And I'll continue to put a couple of new stuffs, content here and there, and new couple of things you know about me. And little skills here and there that I have on my sleeve, you know. Thank you so much for watching. I have to get down here and head out. Thanks so much, guys. See you on the next video. Bye.